Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this particular video we are going to learn about the PySpark, and this will be a complete tutorial from end to end, from a basic to the advanced level. If you are new in this particular channel, please do subscribe my channel so that I can post more videos related like this. Okay, so let us start with the PySpark. First let us will try to understand about what is PySpark, advantage, feature. We'll try to understand about the architecture, and then we'll go for the practical. In a practical we'll try to understand how actually we can create a data frame, how actually each and every step which we generally use in a real time, everything we are going to see in this particular video. Okay, so let us start with that. So first let us try to understand what is a PySpark. What is PySpark? Let us try to understand. Okay, when we say PySpark, right, when we say PySpark, so it is nothing but a Python API we use with Apache Spark application. Okay, we use a Python API with Apache Spark application. Okay, now let us talk about what is Apache Spark. Okay, so Apache Spark is nothing but it is a distributed data processing engine. Okay, generally we use for data analytics and the ML application. Okay, so generally Apache Spark is a distributed data processing engine. Generally we use it for the data analytics and the machine learning application. Okay, so we know about the how the Python is simple, easy to use, and how every developer likes the Python library, right? There are so many libraries which is available that makes very easy to use a Python. Okay, now with the Python we are using the Spark so that we can process the large data set. Okay, with the help of the distributed data processing which provide the Apache Spark. So that is the advantage of the PySpark, and that's why it is very famous nowadays. Okay, now let us talk about some of the feature and the advantage. The first is like first and main advantage is like it is a distributed data processing. It provide the distributed data processing. Okay, so generally it follow the master slave kind of the structure, and in a distributed manner or it data get processed. Okay, so that is the main advantage of the PySpark. Okay, the second advantage is like a fault tolerant. Okay, so what is this fault tolerant? So generally the data gets stored in a HDFS or S3 location in a multiple nodes, right? If any of the nodes is getting filled, so it reloads the data and the data is available quickly. So that is the advantage of the fault tolerant. Okay, now third is like a with the help of the it provide optimization inbuilt facility by using data frame. Okay, that actually we will see when when we'll do a practical. Okay, inbuilt data optimization facility actually we provide, that actually we do with the help of the data frame. Okay, now the fourth thing is like it also provide the in-memory computation. Okay, when we talk about the in-memory computation, right, it is 100 time faster than traditional system. Okay, when we talk about the map reduce and all, right, so there actually the whatever the processing time it takes, like the because of the in-memory computation in Apache Spark, it is 100 times faster. Okay, now fifth advantage is like the multiple resource manager we can use. If we can use the Apache Spark with the multiple resource manager, like you can use a yarn also, or you can use a mesos. So these are the some kind of the advantage and the feature of the PySpark. Okay, I hope you got it. Now let us talk about the architecture part of the PySpark, and let us try to understand. Okay, so what I will do, let me open the new one, and now let us talk about the PySpark architecture. PySpark architecture. Okay, so the Spark follow the master slave kind of the architecture. Okay, so generally you will be having a driver node and you will be having the worker nodes. Okay, worker node, and you will be having the resource manager. Okay, so this kind of the structure generally the Spark follows. Okay, so it will look like this. Okay, so if we'll talk about this, will be your driver node, and this will be your worker node. Okay, and this will be your multiple task here in a worker node will get executed. Okay, okay, and this will be your resource manager, we can say. Okay, resource manager. Okay, so how actually the client talks? Okay, the client will talk to the driver node, and whatever the first entry point will be here the Spark context will be available. That will be the through a Spark context only the it will talk to the it is the first entry point for the application, Apache Spark application. Okay, so through a Spark context it will talk to the resource manager, and the resource manager will go to the worker node. There the multiple tasks will get executed. So that is how actually the Spark architecture works. I hope you got idea. So what we have learned till now, I hope you got idea. PySpark, it is nothing but we use a Python API with Apache Spark application. Apache Spark is nothing but it is a distributed data processing engine. Generally we use for the data analytics and the machine learning application. When we talk about the feature and advantage, the main advantage is like it provides the distributed data processing. It is the fault tolerant. It provides the optimization inbuilt facility by using a data frame, in memory computation, that is the advantage, and the multiple resource manager we can use. Okay, when we talk about the PySpark architecture, it also follow the driver worker node kind of the master slave kind of the architecture. Spark context is the first entry point, and then multiple tasks get executed in a worker node. I hope you got it. Now we'll go to the practical. We are going to learn about the PySpark practical part. We will see how actually we can create a data frame, how actually we can read a CSV file, JSON file, how actually we can write. Everything we are going to see in this particular video. Okay, so what actually I will do, I will open my Databricks. Okay, once you will open a Databricks account, this will look like this. What we have to do, we have to first create a cluster. So I have already created a cluster name as a testing. After that we have to create a notebook. So I will click on the create, click on the notebook. Okay, after that we have to give, so I will give PySpark tutorial. This is the name I am giving. You can give any name. After that the language we will select Python, because we are going to learn the PySpark, right? So I will select the Python. After that we have to select the clusters and then click on the create. Okay, so what actually we are going to see, we are going to see how actually we can create a data frame. So data frame is nothing but it is organized data in a row and columnar format. Okay, so data frame. Okay, so let me give one example. Okay, so suppose I have one data. Okay, so this is my data that is available. I have a James Smith, like this is data I have available. Okay, now what actually I have done, I have created one column. This column name is like the first, whatever the first row data, right? That is nothing but a first name. After that the middle name will come, the last name will come, date of birth, gender, and the salary. So this is the column which I have defined, because I am getting a data like this. So what I have done, I have created one column, so I am defining the column for this. After that we have to create the data frame, right? So I'll just give the df. Okay, so what actually I will give, we can give any data frame name, and spark dot create data frame, this is the thing we have to give. Data equal to the data we have to pass, because this name is data, right? So that data we have to pass, and schema equal to the column. This is the column name we are passing. Now if I will execute this, my data frame will get created. So this is very simple. With the help of the create data frame, we have to pass the data and the column, and we will be able to create a data frame. If I will show you this data frame now, if I will do display df, you will be able to see our data frame. Okay, you can see first name James, Michael, and all. Similarly, we have middle name, last name, date of birth, gender, salary based on the data what we have. Okay, whatever the blank we have written, right, it is coming like a blank only. Okay, now this is the one way. When you have a data, then you have to define a column, and then you have to, with the help of the Spark create data frame, we can create a data frame. Now suppose you have a data that is available in a CSV format. Okay, so what we are going to see, read data from CSV and DBFS location. Okay, so how actually we can read that we are going to learn. So what actually I will do, I will go to the data, I will click on the create table. Okay, so what I will do, I will click on this browse, I will try to upload one file. Okay, so what I will do, I will try to upload this employee_1 file. Okay, once you will upload the file, it is going to store into this particular DBFS location. File store tables in employee12.csv. Okay, if I'll go to the DBFS, okay, you will get to see this all location, file store, tables. Okay, and these are the file which got uploaded. Okay, and employee1.csv. so this is the file which we have uploaded. Okay, I will copy this. Now again I will go back to my notebook. Okay, this is the notebook we have created. I'll go back there, and now we will try to read that file. So we have a file that is available in a DBFS location. How actually we can read that and we can convert into a data frame. So what we have to write, df, okay, and then spark, okay, let me zoom, spark dot read dot format. Okay, and this is which format? This is available in a CSV format, so I will write CSV and then load and the file location. Okay, if you will do this, one data frame 1 will get created. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so this is how actually we can read it. Spark.read.format, whatever the file is, like if it is CSV, then we will pass CSV and then the file location. Now if I will show you df1 dot, so if I will do, okay, we can see we are able to read the file. But as of now, what actually happening, it is not reading the first row as a header. Okay, it is giving the different column name for each. Okay, so how actually we can handle this? Okay, we were able to create the successfully load the file, and we were able to convert into a data frame. But how actually we can give the first row as header? Okay, so that actually we will show. So what we have to write, df2 spark dot read dot format, right, this is common CSV. Okay, after that we have to write dot option. Okay, and then we have to write header. Okay, and we have to write true. Header, header true, and then dot load this particular file location. If I will execute this, after header it is a comma. Okay, now if I will do display df2, you will be able to see the first row it is treating as a column. Okay, now by default what actually happen, it treat all as a string. Okay, but suppose you have to give like employee ID should be integer and or, how actually we can handle that? So for that what we have to do, we have to write the similar. Okay, the structure is almost similar. Okay, spark.read.format.csv.option.load. Okay, after dot we can write another option. Okay, in this option we have to write infer schema, okay, and that we have to pass true. If you will give this, this will automatically treat everything in a proper format. Okay, now if I will show display df2, okay, then it will take in a proper format. So if I will do df2 dot print schema, if you want to read the schema, okay, then we have to write df2 dot print schema. Okay, if I will do this, Now you will be able to see the employee ID automatically it took the integer, name it took as a string, salary integer, address string. Okay, that is the use of the infer schema. I hope you got it. Now suppose you want to save in a particular location, right? As of now we are reading from the dbfs location. Now suppose we want to save this, okay, into particular location, this data frame. How actually we can load it? So we have to write df2 what is your data frame name, then dot write dot option. We want to write in a df2 dot write dot format, okay, and which format we want to write? In a csv format. And then after that we have to write the save and the location name. Okay, what is my location name? So that is the location name, we will pass it here. Okay, now if I will give any name here, let me give employee save some unique name so that we can identify. Now if I will do this, it will get saved into this particular location, this csv file with the name of the employee save 7828. Now let me show you it got saved or not. So what actually we'll do, we'll go to the data, create table, dbfs location, file store, table. Now here only we have saved, right, in a different name. So this is the name we have given, employee 7828. So this is the name we have given, it got saved here in a partition format. Okay, so that is how actually we can read the file and we can write the file. I hope you got it. Okay, now we will see further. Okay, so if you want to create a data frame, so what is the syntax we were using? Spark.read.format. After that, the what is the file name, like it is a csv file or the json file that we have to pass. After that, if we want to give the first row as header, then we have to give in an option header equal to the true. If you want to detect the automatically schema, so that we have to give the infer schema true, and the file location we have to pass. So this we have already seen in a last video. Okay, now we have a data frame. Okay, let me show you data frame. So this is how actually we create a data frame. Now if you want to read this data frame, how actually we can read, what are the different way, that actually we will see. Okay, so if you want to see the data frame results, how actually you can see, if you will write df.show, this is one way. If you will see df.show, you will get to see, you can read your data frame like employee id, name, salary, address. Okay, the another way is if you will do display and the df whatever your data frame name, then also you will be able to see in a proper format. Okay, that is another way. If you will write display df, then also you will get to see. The third way is like df.collect. Okay, df.collect will, it will retrieve all your rows. Okay, it will retrieve all your rows. So this is not a preferable way, but this is how actually you can read your data frame. Okay, now another way is a df.take. If you want to only read only one row, if we can use a take also, df.take, the first row only you will see. If you want to pass 2, then the 2 rows will be shown. Okay, so these are the different way, so we can read our data frame. Okay, now let us see if you have a data frame, and now if you want to see the schema of your data frame, how actually we can see. To check the schema of a data frame, we have to use a print schema. Okay, df.print schema, if I will write, you can see we have a employee id, name, salary, address, and whatever the schema we have. For employee id we have integer, name is string, salary is integer, address string, we can check it. Okay, now we have already a data frame, right? Now if you want to add a new column in a existing data frame, how actually we can add the new column over here? So for that we have to use with column, df.with column. What is the new column name you want to give? I will give the bonus. Okay, and this actually we are deriving from our salary column. From salary I am just multiplying 2. Okay, dot so this is the syntax. Let me show you first. Okay, so what actually will happen, the bonus, this is the new column we have derived. What actually we are doing, from the salary column we are multiplying by 0.2, and this is the bonus actually we are showing here. So that is how actually we can create a new column in an existing data frame. Okay, now let us see how actually we can use a filter and the sorting. Okay, so for filter, what we have to do, suppose if you want to filter only the name equal to the monies, okay, so then what actually we can use, df dot filter. Okay, and after that we have to write df dot name equal to the monies. Okay, and if I will write dot so, you will get to see only the name equal to the monies, then that record only will get to see. It is similar to like what actually we were using in our where condition in a SQL. Okay, now suppose if you want to filter the salary, okay, so we can write df dot salary greater than 10,000 something. If you will write, so all the record which will get filter or salary is greater than 10,000. Okay, let us see whether it's working fine or not. You can see all the record which got filter was salary is greater than 10,000. So that is how actually we can use a filter. Now let us see if we want to sort. Okay, sort based on the salary, how actually we can use. So in that case we can use a df dot sort. Okay, on which basis we want to sort, we want to sort based on the df dot salary. Okay, that actually we have to pass, and then dot so. Okay, now let us see. Okay, df dot salary, based on the salary it got sorted out like 10,000, 12,000, 20,000, 20,000 and 55,000. Okay, now suppose if we have to sort based on the ascending or descending, then how actually we can use, we have to write df dot sort, after the df dot salary the column name. Okay, if it is ascending then we have to write dot asc. Okay, and then dot so. If we will do dot so, it will show the result. So it will sort the salary based on the ascending. Okay, now similarly we can use a descending also. Okay, instead of asc we can write a desc. Okay, so that is how actually we can use. Now the salary got sorted based on the salary, the 50,000, then 20,000, then 12,000, 10,000. So like this we can use a sorting. So it is similar to like order by in our SQL. Okay, so yeah, in next video we will see like how actually we can use the aggregate function and the grouping and all. Okay, yeah, that's it in this video. Thank you. In this particular video we are going to see more about the aggregation function, grouping, how actually we can do it. Okay, so let us start with, okay, suppose you have this particular data frame. This is the data frame which I have created. Okay, in this data frame if you will see first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, gender and salary. Okay, so suppose there is one scenario. Okay, suppose you are only interested in a first name, gender and salary. This is the 3 column only you want to select. Okay, that is the requirement you have to select the specific column. For that we use a select. For that we use a select in a PySpark. Okay, select in a PySpark. So what is the syntax we have to write, df dot select. Okay, and which particular column you want to see, you want to see the first name, so just write first name, comma, you also want to know the gender, so write gender, and also we are interested on a salary. Okay, salary, and dot so. If I will do dot so means it will be shown. Okay, you can see first name, gender and salary you are able to see. Okay, so that is how to select the specific column we use a select. Okay, now let us move further. Let us try to understand the aggregation function, sum, average, count. This all the things if you want to know how actually you can do it. Okay, similarly in a SQL also we were using when we have to find out the sum of salary based on the gender. Okay, suppose here also if you want to find out what is the sum of the salary based on the gender. Okay, you can see in a gender we have a 2 category, one is male and the female, and also we are getting a blank also, right? So suppose if you want to find out what is the sum of the salary of the male, what is the sum of salary of the female, so if you want to find out, that's how actually you can do it. Okay, so for that we use a aggregation function. So for that we have to use a group by. Okay, so what I will write, df dot group by. Okay, and we want to group based on the gender, so I will write gender. And if you want to find out the sum, right, sum of the salary, so just write dot sum and the salary column name. Okay, so this is how simple it is. And if I will write dot so, you will be shown. Okay, I have written 2 dot. Okay, so let me rerun. Okay, now if you will see, you are getting a data, male total salary is 13,000, female total salary is 500k. Okay, male is 130k. Okay, like this we can use a different kind of the function. Okay, now suppose your requirement is like you want to find out what is the different kinds of the value we are getting in a gender column. Okay, so to find out that, we can use df dot group by in a gender column. What are the different value we are getting? We want to find out the count. Okay, so we can use this dot count dot show. If I will write, you will be able to see male we are getting 2, female we are getting 2, and blank also is coming one time. Okay, similarly if you want to find out what is the maximum salary from the male, what is the minimum salary from the female, if you want to find out that, how actually you can do df dot, okay, group by, okay, I want to find out based on the gender, I want to find out the minimum salary dot mean salary. Okay, dot so if I will write that, I will get to see based on the gender what is the minimum salary we are getting. Okay, similarly for the maximum salary we have to write the same max salary. Okay, right. Okay, and suppose if you want to find out the average also, so for that avg you can use it, average. Okay, similarly we have different kind of the aggregation function which we can use it. Okay, so okay, so suppose you want to find out the different minimum, maximum, average, count, everything we have seen, right? Similarly if you want to find out the mean also, so all the aggregate function whatever we have in a SQL, here also it is present. I hope you got it. In next video we'll see how actually we can use a joining and union, how actually we can perform in a PySpark. In this particular video we are going to see about the joining and the union and how actually it works in a PySpark. Okay, so for taking example, I have one of the examples. Let us try to understand one by one. First we will start with the joining part. So in a joining, what actually happens, we have four types of the join. One is the inner join, second is the left join, third is the right join, and four is the full outer join. Now let us try to understand with the example so that we'll get more understand about it. Okay, so we have a two table. One is the customer table and second is the order table. Okay, if you will see in a customer table we have information about the customer ID and the country information. In order table if you will see we have information about the order ID, customer ID, and the purchase. Now what is my requirement is like we have to join these two table. Okay, on what are the information which I want the information about the customer ID and where actually it belongs, what is their country, and how many purchase he is doing. Okay, so this is the three column actually we want. Okay, now if you will see in a customer table we only have a two information, one is the customer ID and the country, but the purchase information is not available, that is available in a second table. So if you want to merge the both the table, so what is the common column which is available in the both the table, based on that actually only we can be able to merge it, right? So if you'll see in a customer ID which is present in a first table is also present in a order table, so this customer ID we can use from the both the table and we can do a merging. Okay, now we have four types of the join. Let us try to understand and how actually the joining works. Okay, so first is the inner join. Okay, whenever we talk about the inner join, what actually happen whenever you apply a joining, right, the inner joining, so what actually happen, so we are using a customer ID which is present in a both the table, so whatever the common record which is present in a both the table, that only records you will get in a inner join. Okay, now if you will see what are the common record which is present in a both the table in a customer ID, so if you will see 3 4 5 6, 3 4 5 6 is also available in a second table, the rest of the information is not available, right? These are the two common records which is present in the both the table. So in inner join what actually happens, so whenever we will apply a inner join, right, so we will get only the common record which is present in a both the table, like the customer ID will, customer ID 3 4 5 6 we will get, corresponding to the their country information also we will get, and corresponding to the purchase what they have done, that also we will get it. So that is how the inner join will work. Okay, so this will be the output you will get when you will apply a inner join. Okay, whatever the common record which will be present in the both the table, that only you will get it when you will apply a inner join. Okay, I hope you got it. Now we'll talk about the left join. In a left join, what actually happens, you will get all the records from the left table. So this is our left table and this is our right table, right? So what actually happen when you apply a left join, right? So you will get all the record from the left table. So what are the customer ID is present in a left table, so all the records you will get it. Okay, customer ID. Similarly, from all the from the left table we have country information also, so this is also will get it. Now in a inner join, what actually happen, all the records from the left table you will get, only the matching record which is present in the right table, that information you will get it. Okay, the purchase is present in the right table, right? So what are the common record is present, 3 4 5 6, this only is matching, right? So this corresponding to this only we will get it in a purchase, 3 4 5 6. Okay, 3 4 5 6 only is present in the both the table, so corresponding to that we'll get the purchase information, rest information will get as a null. Okay, that is how the joining works, left join works. Okay, similarly if we'll talk about the right join, so in the right join what actually happens, you will get all the records from the right table. So if we'll see, all the customer ID information you will get it from the right table. Okay, corresponding to their purchases also will get it, right, in a right table. But the country, whatever is matching in a both the table, so 3 4 5 6, right, 3 4 5 6 country information only we will get it. Rest information is not present in a both the table, so we will get it as a null. Okay, so we have to remember it like this. So if we are saying a left join, so you will get all the records which is present in the left table, you will get only the matching records which is present in the right table, that you will get it. Okay, when we'll talk about the right join, all the information from the right table you will get it, only the matching records which is present in a left table, that only you will get it. Okay, when we'll talk about the full outer joins, in a full outer join what actually happens, you will get all the record from the both the table. If you'll see, customer ID 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 is present in the left table. Okay, and here we also have a 10 9 8. Okay, so this also we will get it, means all the records you will get it. Total we have a customer ID is like 10, right? 7 is present in the left table and 8 9 10 is present in the right table, so all the information we will get it. Corresponding to all the country information you will get it. Okay, and corresponding to all the purchase we will get it, 3 4 5 6. 3 4 5 6 is matching in both the table, so we will get it 3 4 5 6. Okay, and 10 9 8 also we will get it, 10 9 8 is also matching, so we will get it. Rest information, purchase information is not there, so we will get as a null. Okay, so that is how the joining works. I hope you got a clear cut idea. Okay, now let's do a practical and we'll try to understand. Okay, so what actually I have done, I have created a two data frame. One is the employee and corresponding to their columns. Similarly for the department also I have created one list and corresponding to their data frame. So if I will execute this and if I will show you, I have created two data frame. One is the employee data frame, second is the department data frame. Okay, let's get executed, then we'll understand. Okay, now here if you'll see, this is my employee data frame and second is the department data frame. Okay, if I will show you what is my first data frame, employee df dot show, this is my first data frame. What is my second data frame, if I will show you, department data frame. So I have a department df. Okay, so if I will show you department data frame, I have this department table. Okay, now if you will see in the both the table, okay, in a both the data frame, if you will see, in an employee data frame I have information about the employee ID, name, their year of join, employee department ID, gender and salary, but the department name is not present. Okay, in a department data frame, if you will see, we have a department name and the department ID. So what is the common column which is available in the both the table? Department ID, which is present in the both the table. Okay, so we will use department ID to join, so that we will get the department name information. Okay, so how actually we can use a joining here? Okay, so let us try to see in a PySpark how actually you can use a joining. So what you have to write, first you have to write the first data frame name. Okay, so this is my first data frame name I have written. Okay, then after that you have to write join dot join. what is your second data frame, just write it, right? Okay, then comma, employee df dot, which particular column you want to join. I want to join this employee department id column. Okay, from the first data frame equal to the department df dot department id. This two column is present in both the data frames, so I will use that. And then comma, which particular join you want to apply. I want to apply the inner join, and if I will do a dot so, okay, you will get the result, the inner join. Okay, so whatever the common column is present in both the table, that record only will get it. Okay, if you will see in a second column 10, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, 10, 20 and 40, this is only the common records which we have. So when we apply the inner joins, we got only the information about the 10, 20 and the 40. Okay, that's how the inner join works. Okay, the syntax is for the left join and right join is also similar. Instead of the inner, we have to apply a left. If you will do a left, you will get the left join result. Similarly, if you will apply a, if you will write a right, you will get the right join result. Similarly, if you will apply a outer, then you will get the result for the full outer join. Okay, so I hope you got it. That is how the joining works. Okay, now let us start with the union part. So in a union, what actually happens? So in union, suppose you have a two table. Suppose this is my first table and this is my second table. So when you want to join a row basis, okay, row by row, so then generally we use a union. Okay, so what will be my output when I will apply a union? Employee id. So when I will do a union, so this is how the output I will get it. Okay, all the records I should get it. Make sure the schema should be same in both the table, then only the union will work. Okay, so let us try to see with the example. So I have a two table, so I have a two data frame. One is one is df and second is the df2. Okay, okay, in first data frame I have 4 records, in the second data frame also I have a 5 records. Okay, now let us try to see if I will apply a union, how actually the syntax will look like. So you have to write the first data frame dot union, what is your second data frame name, df2. Okay, and dot so. If I will do this, I should get all the records. You can see we are getting 9 records, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, in PySpark, so union and union all both works like same. It will not drop the duplicates, but in a SQL, union will drop your duplicates also, right? Okay, so here we have to use the in different way if you want to drop a duplicates. Okay, but that is how the union works. I hope you got it. Also in this particular video we are going to do completely end-to-end real-time PySpark project. So this will be a PySpark project. Okay, so if you are new in this particular channel, so please do subscribe my channel and please do comment so that I will post more videos related to like this. And please do comment what are the projects which I need to upload, what are the topic you want to learn, so that it will be helpful for me to upload a video. Okay, so let us start with this project. So in this particular project, what we are going to do, we are going to solve some kind of the business problem. So we will be having one data set that is nothing but a Google Play Store data set. Based on that, we will try to do some kind of the data analysis. We are going to develop some kind of the business insight from it. Okay, so how actually we do in a real-time work also, like we will be having agenda, we will be having some insight which we want to find out. So everything we are going to learn in this particular video. Okay, so let us start with the Google Play Store data. Okay, so this data is available in a Kaggle, so from there you can download, or you can download it from my Telegram link also. Okay, let us try to start with the agenda first. Okay, so we have a Google Play Store data set that is containing information of the different apps install, rating, version, and the different kinds of the data we have. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to bring some kind of the business insight from out of it. Okay, so that actually we are going to do in this particular video, and we are going to also find out some kind of the analysis, like find out the top 10 reviews given to the app, top 10 install app, distribution of the type, whether it is a free or paid, category wise distribution, top paid app, top paid rating apps. And also we are going to do first the data cleaning and all, how actually we follow. The first most important step is like to clean your data. So everything we are going to learn in this particular video. Okay, so let me show you the data also, how actually our data looks like, so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, so if I will show you, this is our data. So we have a app, we have a category, we have a rating, we have a reviews, we have a size, we have a installs, type, price, content writing, gain, okay, last updated versions, this kind of the data we have. Okay, now if you will see in the Android version also and up is there. If you will see the column name, that is also not in proper format, like it is in a space. Okay, so everything we are going to handle also. And if you will see here, we have in a rating also we are getting some null value, and also in a size millions and all it is written. Okay, and also in install the plus symbol is there. So everything, first what we have to do, we have to clean our data, and based on that only we will try to develop our reporting, right? So that actually everything we are going to handle it. Okay, so what actually I will do, I will open my Databricks account. Okay, so let's just start with the PySpark projects. Okay, so once you will open the Databricks community edition.com, what actually we have to do, first step is like we have to create a notebook. Okay, what is the first step? First step is to create a compute, our cluster we have to create. Okay, so click on the create compute and you can create a cluster. Okay, I already created cluster name is testing. Okay, so that is the cluster I have already created. After that, the next step is go to the data, click on the create table and click on the upload a file. Okay, and we have to upload this particular file that I will share. Okay, so this one we have to upload it. I already uploaded it. Okay, now after that we have to click on the notebook and we have to create a new notebook. Okay, you can give any name. I have already created one notebook, so that I will open, that is the nothing but a PySpark project. Okay, so this is the particular not this one, PySpark project, yeah, this one. Okay, so in this particular location actually we have loaded the data from the data folder. Once you will load the data, right, so let me show you. Click on the create table, click on the upload. If I will upload this file, right, you will get one location that actually we have to remember. Okay, that is nothing but our dbfs location. Okay, so if you are getting this location, right, the file store table and the file name, so that actually we have to remember it. Okay, so what actually I have done here, actually I have copied in this particular location my data is available. Okay, now what is our first step? First step is nothing but to import a library. Okay, the first step is to import a library. So this kind of the library we have to import first, like the import the PySpark, all the SQL related function which will be useful. Okay, so everything I have imported. Okay, now what is the next step? Next step is like we are going to first do the data cleaning, right? So in a PySpark only we are going to do. So what actually we will do, we are going to first create a data frame, and we are going to read our data, how actually it is looking. So how actually we can create a data frame? It's very simple. Just give your data frame name. I am giving the data frame name as a df, and after that spark dot read dot load, and the location we have to pass. So this is the particular location where my data is. So I will just copy this and I will do that. Okay, so this is the one we have to follow, and this notebook I have created in Python. So this is, we are following the PySpark. Okay, once you will do this, after that what we have to do, after that we have to also pass the format and all also. Okay, so what I will do, format we have to pass. So format I will give format equal to the CSV format. Okay, this one I will give, and also the header part, header I want my first header is true. Okay, so that actually I will pass, and it is separated by comma, so I will just write that separated by comma. okay, comma, and header equal to the true. Okay, so I will just write the header equal to the true. Okay, and also I want to escape the this inverted comma also. Okay, so for that I will pass this escape. Okay, and also I will pass the infer schema equal to the true. Infer schema equal to the true. Okay, so what I have done, I have created a data frame spark.read.load and the file location I am passing. Okay, and after that what I am giving, I am also passing my format equal to the CSV and separated by the comma. Header is true and infer schema is true. Infer schema is nothing but it will automatically detect like what is the schema of the particular data frame. Okay, now if I will execute, you can see it's working, right? So let's wait it to be completed, and after that we will see how actually it is looking like. Okay, now it got executed. Now let us see how many counts are there. So df.count I am doing. Let me see how many records are there. You can see 10841 records are there. Okay, now if I want to see my first record, okay, so how actually I can see my first row, df.show and the one I will pass. Let me see how actually my data is looking. So actually I have written df.show1, so only the first record I am able to see. Now if you will see, we have a app, we have a category, rating, review, size, install, type, price, content writing, okay, last updated, current version, Android version and all. Okay, now what actually we are going to see, now let us try to see how our schema is looking like. Okay, so I will just write check schema here. So what is the syntax we have, df dot print schema. Okay, so that actually will pass, and then you will get to see how actually it is treating. You can see app is string, category is string, rating is double, review is string, size is string, install is also string, it is treating install also is a string, type is string, price is also a string. Okay, why it is treating like this? Because if you will see in our records, right, if you will see in a price also we have some kind of the null values, and install also the plus symbol is there. Okay, because of that it is not rating properly. Okay, even though we have passed the infer schema equal to true, but it's also not working, so we have to convert into a proper format. So that is nothing but our data cleaning steps, so that actually we will pass. Okay, now for that what actually we will do, okay, now what actually we are going to do, we are going to do a data cleaning. Okay, we will try to convert into a proper format. Okay, data cleaning step. Okay, so what actually we are going to do, we are going to do a data cleaning now. Okay, now if I will show you the data, right, so in data if you will see here, we have a app category, so app is important, category is also important, rating is important, review also we will get to know from here. Size is not giving much information, so what actually we will try to do, we will try to drop some table. Okay, so what actually we are going to do, we are going to drop which is unused. Okay, so what are the column which is not used, so we will try to drop it. So what is the syntax for that, df dot drop, and the column we have to pass. So one is the size, that is not important. Okay, now let's see what are the other column which is not important. Okay, we have a size. Okay, install is important, type is important, price is important, content rating, this is not important that much. Okay, so we will try to drop this also. So I'll just write this also, content rating. Okay, and last updated, current version, this is not important, so I'll just try to drop it. Okay, from the my reporting purpose, what actually I am actually deriving it as of now, so I will just try to drop it. Android version also. Okay, so these are the 4 column, actually I am trying to delete it. Okay, now after that what I will do, I will try to see my data how actually is looking now. Okay, let's see our data. Okay, so we have app, category, rating, reviews, install, type, price, okay, and the current version. Okay, current version also I wanted to drop, but so what I will write, df equal to the df dot drop current version also. Okay, because and that is not important as of now. Now if I will show you the df dot show, you will be able to see our the data. Okay, we have a app, we have a category, we have a rating, reviews, install, type, price, and the genre. Okay, now if I will show you the df print schema, right, let us try to see the schema whether it's in proper format or not. Okay, so we have a app that is in proper format, category is also in proper format, rating is in double, so that is also fine. Reviews is in string format. So if you will see how total reviews, the string we have to convert into the integer type, that is one thing. Now install, if you will see total number of install, that also we have to convert, and whatever the plus symbol is there, right, that actually we will try to remove that. Okay, for that we will use a regex. Okay, type is in string, that is fine. Price also we want to convert into a integer or double type, so that we will try to convert, and the genre is string, that is fine. Okay, so let us try to do. So how actually we can do a data cleaning here? So if you want to convert into a proper format, right, into another format like integer from string, so for that we can use a with column. Okay, df dot with column if you will pass. Okay, which particular column? So we want to convert the reviews column we want to convert. Okay, so first we have to pass the reviews, and after that you have to pass a call underscore reviews. Okay, this we have to do, call underscore reviews, and then dot cast integer type. Where we want to convert? We want to convert in integer type, right? Type. Okay, so that actually we have to do. Okay, df dot with column, particular column reviews, it is in string formats, and we want to convert into a integer type, so that actually I have passed it. Okay, I hope you got it. And here actually we have to make the okay. Okay, similarly for other also. Okay, if you want to do a multiple together, so after that dot with column, if you can directly pass. Okay, or in standard way you can do like this, slash and dot with column on which particular column you want to convert, installs also, so just write it that. Okay, so what actually we have done, so this is a particular code actually we have written. So what actually we were doing, so actually we were doing what actually we have done, if I will try to explain you. First actually from this particular library we have imported the regex, replace, and the column. Okay, now what actually we are doing, we are going to review this particular review column, right? So this review column is in string format. So what we have done, this we have converted into the integer type with the help of the with column. Okay, and the install, right, in install we had some kind of the plus symbol, so that actually we wanted to remove. So for that actually we have used a regex, replace. Okay, and after that install also we have converted in integer type, and from the price we were getting some dollar, so that actually we have removed and we have converted into a space. Similarly price also we have converted into the integer type. So this kind of the function data cleaning we have done it. Okay. Okay, so what actually I have done, I have converted into a proper format. Now what actually I will try to show you, I will try to show you the data. Okay, how actually it is looking. Okay, let me show you the. Okay, now our data is in a proper format. So what actually I will do, we have to do some analysis, right? So top 10 apps, top 10 install apps, so all this kind of the analysis we have to find out. So that will be very easy when we will apply a SQL. Okay, so what actually I will do, I will try to convert this into a, I'll try to convert into a view, and after that we will try to apply a. So for that we have to write a create or replace temp view. So we can create a temp view and we can give any view name. So I'm giving the view name as a apps. Okay, now here after that we can write a SQL command, select star from apps. If I will do, before that we have to use a %SQL. Now if I will try to execute, I can write any kind of the SQL query now. Okay, now if I will show you select star from apps, I will do, it will select all my table. So actually view is nothing but it's kind of the temporary table we have. Okay, and based on that actually we can do some kind of the analysis. Okay, now let us start with our business insights. So let us try to see what actually we are going to find out. What is our first thing is like find out the top 10 reviews given to the app. Top reviews given to the apps. Okay, that actually we are going to find out. Okay, now for that we have a table name is right app, right? That is nothing but our apps. Okay, so this is what actually our SQL query is. But what actually we have to find out the top 10 reviews which is given to the apps. Okay, so what I will write, I want app. Okay, and the sum. Okay, I will just write the select okay, so let us try to find out how actually we can find out. Select, okay, we want app details and some of the reviews we will do. Okay, some of the reviews. Okay, and from which particular table, from the apps table. Okay, so this is what actually we are going to do, and we have to group by 1 based on the app only we want to group, and order by 2 and the descending order. Why I am writing 1 and 2? 1 is nothing but a app, 2 is nothing but the review, so 2 is, that's why I am writing descending order by 2, right? Now if I will show you, we will get the top app on which the reviews has been given. Okay, if you will see, mostly reviews has been given to the Instagram and then coming to the WhatsApp Messenger similarly. Okay, so we are getting a top data, right? Similarly actually we can do, and if you want to do some kind of the visualization from here, actually you can do that. Okay, let me click on the visualization, and from here actually you can do it. Okay, we'll try to do it later. Now let us try to solve our problem first. Okay, so this is our first problem which we have solved. Now what actually we also wanted to find out, top 10 install app. Okay, top 10 install app, top 10 installs app. Okay, so for that what we will write, select, first we are writing a SQL query, so I will write SQL. Okay, select app, some of the install app, right? So what is our the install? So this is what we are going to do, a sum of the installs. Okay, sum of installs we are going to do from the app, from apps, this particular table. Okay, what we will do, group by 1. Okay, and order by 2, descending. Okay, this will give the top app which has been installed. Okay, now if you see, this has been installed this many times. Okay, so that is the sum actually we are getting. Okay, so this is what actually we are getting as of now. Okay, now based on the type also you wanted to find out, like grouping, what is the free and the paid one, right? So again we can add a type here. So and what we will do, group by 1 2 and order by 3. Now based on the free and the paid actually it will get converted, group by 1 2. Okay, now if you will see Subway Surfer, this is the free and this many time it got installed. Similarly we will also be having the for the paid. Okay, so that's kind of the data actually we are getting, so that kind of the visualization we can actually find out. Now let us try to see what else we can find out. Category wise distribution of the install app. So based on the category, the similar kind of the query we can apply, and we can write based on the category also. Okay, based on the category actually we can see. Okay, order by 2 descending. If I will do category wise distribution. Okay, so what actually I am doing, I am grouping by category. Sum of install I am doing from view, and grouping by 1, and order by 2 descending means based on this actually descending order actually it will. So we can see the top category we have a gaming, communication, productivity, social, tools and all. Okay, so that's kind of the analysis we can do. Top paid apps. Okay, so what is okay, now let us try to find out top paid apps. Top paid apps. Okay, so how actually we can find out the top paid apps? So we have a price, right? So let us try to so what we will do, select, we have apps, right? Let me write %equal first. We have apps based on the sum of the price. Okay, from our table, that is nothing but no. Okay, I will do group by 1 and order by 2 descending, and where. Okay, where condition also we'll try to write. So from apps where type equal to the paid. Okay, because we only want to check for the paid user. Okay, now let us try to see what is the error we are getting. You can see apps is not defined, so it is nothing but app, not apps. Okay, now if you will see this particular app which got this many price, and this all in a dollar, right? So dollar we have removed. So that is how actually we can find out. Okay, so that is how actually we can do some insight from it. You also try it, you also try to develop some kind of the insight from it. And also if you want to see some kind of the visualization here, that also we can try. Click on the visualization, and what column actually you want to put in X, and sum of the price. Okay, so that actually you will get it, and x-axis how whether you want in a pie chart. So that kind of the thing actually we can add here. Okay, so visualization you try it, and yeah, that's it in this video. Yeah, thank you.